Why is my chat not showing up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Dokkan Battle stream. It's been a while since I streamed Dokkan Battle. When was the last time? Let me see. That was last month. Okay, it's been about a month. Last time I streamed was Saiyan Day. Back in March. Oh, wait a minute. I skipped a whole month. It's been 2 months. It's May. Okay. Oh, I only streamed once in April, and that was Genshin. Yeah. Been a little busy. So anyway, it's been 2 months since I streamed Dokkan. We are back at it. However, things out of my control have forced me to become a free-to-play player. Something happened with my account and nobody can figure out what. It doesn't appear to be Dokkan related because my other Japanese accounts won't let me purchase either. I contacted Google Play to ask what's going on because I know other people that are on Google Play or Android phones and have Dokkan the exact same way that I have Dokkan, the JP version, which I use QApp to download it, and they're able to do their purchases fine. For some reason, I cannot, and I don't know why. Google looked into my account, said they can't figure out what's going on. Their suggestion was to delete my account, not my Dokkan account, but my Google account, and try with a Japanese only account and see if that lets me purchase. I can't do that because there's way too many things I have connected to my main Google account that I can't just delete it. I mean, they said they could restore it, but like, I don't trust that process at all. So that being said, since they can't fix it, I can't purchase it all. I've already tried purchasing yen, like purchasing Japanese Google Play cards, and trying to see if I could just add yen to my account to purchase that way, but it won't let me. I can't even process the Google Play cards. So I don't know what is going on with that. So anyway, let me see. Let me test something with my chat because I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, it's not coming up. Why is it not coming up? Let me see. Copy. Oh, I know why. I think. There we go. There's my chat. Alright. Cool. So anyway, yeah, so I can't make purchases myself, and I can't use Google Play cards, like Japanese Google Play cards. I can't purchase it all. So for the time being, I am free to play because I can't do anything about it. I'm hoping maybe the next Android update maybe fixes it, because I don't know what caused it in the first place. Maybe it's PayPal, since that's what I'm usually using my, you know, to do the purchases. I kind of doubt it, but other than that, I'm not sure. I am planning to go to Japan in September. Maybe being in Japan will let me purchase yen on the card. I don't know. But yeah, until I get that situation fixed, I'm pretty much free to play on my Japanese account. So all these stones I have here, I've actually been saving up since Saiyan Day, because I tried to go for Vegeta, and I think that's the last time I actually did summons. I haven't really summoned since then. I think if I end up being stuck free to play and not being able to summon or not being able to purchase stones anymore, I'm pretty much going to be saving until anniversary at this point, because I've skipped the past few banners. Like, this is the new LR banner, which I don't know if I would have summoned on this anyway. I probably would have. Usually what I did for LR banners was I would summon until I got an LR, which in most cases was like maybe 3 to 4 multis or maybe 5 multis, and just whatever LR I get, and then I usually would quit. Like, I never really tried chasing after the actual LR. This one was actually, for an LR banner, this one didn't seem terrible, because like you had 3 featured LRs. It's usually not the case. With LR banners, it's usually just 1 featured LR and then a bunch of trash. This one had actually 3 featured LRs. This is a really old card. This Goku is actually pretty good. The Cell is not bad. This is a really old Cell. Cell Junior. Oh, the androids are on here. And then SRs. That's weird that they have 18 on here though. That's just the regular SR 18s. And then the waifu 18. But these androids are actually pretty good too. So actually, for the featured cards on this banner, is actually a little bit better than normal. So usually it's just all trash after the LR, so that's not bad. I still wouldn't have summoned very heavy on it though. This one I didn't even bother, because I was like, the cards seem pretty good, and I would have loved to have summoned on them, but I couldn't bring myself to. Like, I didn't have enough Dragon Stones to really want to go at it. I ended up buying this Goku, since I didn't get him when he first came out. I went ahead and bought him here. I didn't buy the Boo yet. I'm kind of waiting because there's a couple of other cards that I wanted to get instead. So I'm just going to wait till they pop up in the shop, and I'll probably buy them then. I'm not going to try for the LR? No. Since I'm free to play now, I can't get myself to spend on these regular banners. My thinking is hoard up enough, hoard up as many stones as I can and wait for New Year's, to be honest. Like, the best bet for me, I believe, is to get as many stones as possible, wait until New Year's, see what's on the step-ups for the New Year's. If it has most of the units that I don't have, go for it then. That's the better value shot, going for it. And then, you know, try to save as much as I can to wait until the anniversary as well. Like, that's pretty much the goal, is to wait until then, because the problem is, if you don't have a lot of stones, like in this case, you know, if you're free to play now, the value of the stones change. And like, when you look at these new banners that come out, the new units are usually going to be meta from now on out. That's how it is, right? New units are meta, and that's what you look to see who's really strong. That's who you want to go for. But then value wise, you need to see who else is on the banner, because we all know how these banners go. It's like either you're lucky or you're not getting the new unit. In a lot of cases, you're going to be getting the secondary units or the other units that are on the banner. So you need to see, one, is it a unit you don't have that you want? That's, you know, that's a plus. Are they good units? That's the other thing you gotta look at. And the other thing too is, how many units on those banners do you have rainbowed? Because those are worthless at that point. Those are just like extra coins, but I mean, who cares? A lot of times, most of those banners are going to be negative value, because it's just the new unit and that's it. There's going to be a lot of old units on there, maybe another decent unit, but it really depends on what you have already. The only real plus banners that come out are the big celebration banners. So Tanabata obviously would be a big banner, but unfortunately it's a little bit negative because it's like every character on there. So it's really hard to get what you want off of that one. However, if you have coins, then the shop will be loaded with a lot of units that you might want to buy off there. We just had Golden Week with these banners. We just had Saiyan Day. I think the next big ones might be maybe the download celebration. Like, it's gonna be Tanabata, maybe download celebration. I don't know if there's anything else after that. There's not a whole lot of big celebrations yet. New free-to-play player at level 640. Look, I'm new to free-to-play. I'm not a new player. I'm new to free-to-play because I'm navigating how to not spend my stones now. I've had to skip like 4 or 5 banners and it's killing me. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to start grinding out some of these events that I've been putting off. That means actually I don't think I change what I do with like World Tournament though. Like World Tournament, I think I'm still just doing what I'm doing normally. Are you a whale? I spent, but I didn't spend super hard like some of the other people that you see. Especially not in the last few years. I spent a decent amount on the game the first couple of years that I played. After that, not so much. Alright, so I think I had made a team for this. We gotta do this easy A. I've been putting off doing this. I think if this is the team I made. The hardest part was with me making this team was trying to figure out who to use for a friend, but I guess we'll go with that. What's up, Expose? Like you, but you cut down on sale stone. You only buy sale stones. That's what I was doing for the longest time too. Oh wow, so that's how they hook up. That's nice. But now Google is just like totally telling me not to spend anymore. Like, I don't know what happened. It is the weirdest thing. I think I've had something like this happen before on my account, but it would usually just correct itself. So, like, sometimes I would just have to, you know, reload the game and then it would be fine, but this time around it just hasn't. Like, it started happening like pretty much right after Saiyan Day. Like, right after Saiyan Day. It wouldn't let me buy stones anymore. Because I used to buy that little 2-week pass, the 15-day pass. I would buy that a lot. Like, almost every time. Because that's a really good deal, actually. And then I would buy the daily stones. Like, I would buy those a lot. You know, to build up my, I still haven't turned this off. Oh well, that's fine, whatever. But yeah, like I bought stones a lot in terms of like the small stuff. So that's why I don't understand why I got flagged. Like, that's what Dump Truck says. It looks like my account got flagged, which is why I can't purchase. But I don't know why it would be flagged all of a sudden. And even worse, I don't know who you contact for that. One short. Oh, not if we do that. Sweet. Let's go. You have over 2,000 stones now for the anniversary. Nice. I think I can have 2,000 or so ready for the anniversary. I think if I work on each event that comes out, you know, from now until the anniversary, I think I should have at least 2,000 or so. I'd really like to have about 3,000 so I could do New Year's step-ups. I feel like that's kind of my goal at this point. Your goal is to rainbow both new LRs? Ooh, good luck. 2,000, I'm just looking to get lucky and get one of each, you know? Rainbow seems like you still have to have a lot of luck to be able to do that within 2,000. You know, speaking from experience and like 2,000 not even being able to get one, I think that's a little bit of an ambitious goal you got there, sir. Shit, what am I doing here? Well, Vegeta's not getting his at all. I can tell you that. Yeah, there's no way. Actually, we can give him that because we don't care about his super. AGL, Majin Vegeta Easy 8 unavailable, or... I am not sure. I think you already... It might not be. Because I think that event might be past. Oh no, I covered my alerts. Because I'm a dumbass. Why did my alerts get covered? Move that up. I'm sorry, I am new to streaming, apparently. Air Hockey King, thanks for the follow. So for those that don't know also, my computer had crashed a while back, like last month. So I had to reinstall everything. This is actually very similar to how my layout looked like before, but I had to like find all the assets to recreate it. So I'm having to do this all over. But I thank you very much for following. This new LR, I got lucky. Got Xeno for the first copy. Goku Black Rip next. Nice. Not bad. I haven't gotten... I did get a Xeno not too long ago, but then again, that's like back when I was actually summoning. I don't remember who I got though. Black Rift, it's been a while. Let me turn this off. In before JP Dokkan Battle, Tanabata banner announced Gohan Blue. Oh yeah, they're doing a lot of, they're starting to do what if cards now, right? That's what this new LR is. Alright, I want to turn this off. Who knows how to turn off the animations? I don't know which one's what. It's one of these, right? Does anybody know? Side unit is new Awakened Piccolo from the new movie. When is the movie supposed to come out? Because wasn't it like delayed? I feel like it's one of these, but I don't know which one. Should I just try one and see what happens? June or July? Let's try that. Let's see if that does anything. June 11th. So I guess that would be a plus side to going in September. If I can go to Japan in September, they probably have some of that stuff maybe on sale. Nope, that was not it. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gives me more money to spend in Japan. What are some things? See, the other things like, so I've been trying to think of what I want to do in Japan. Because if I'm going, it's for the Tokyo Game Show. Besides shopping, I'm gonna obviously do a lot of shopping when I'm over there. The only thing is, like, I'm definitely not the type that likes... I'm not a sightseer type person. Like, I'll go check out a temple or, you know, garden or whatever. But I'm not like... I don't like countryside. So I don't like going out in the rural areas and checking things out. Like, I've had people tell me to go check out, you know, Mount Fuji or the deer park and all those places. And I'm like, I don't want to travel out there. And like, I don't want to climb things. I'm really lazy about that shit. So like that kind of stuff I'm probably not going to do. I really should put him first, but whatever. Do a barrel roll. What's up, Rama? How's it been? It's been a while. What's up, Julius? Yeah. It's been about 2 months since I streamed Dokkan. Apparently I only streamed once last month. This is already, I think, my second or third stream this month. Yeah, this is my third stream this month. I'm proud of myself. You know how to turn off the intro? How do you turn it off? Because I don't. It's in settings, right? It didn't even keep my setting now that I look at it. I thought it was that first one, but I guess not. It's at the bottom. It's second to bottom. Is it? It looks like it's all off. What do you mean, these top options? Because the bottom here, these are all off. What I've been up to lately? Work. We just had Texas Showdown last month. Have them on. Oh, turn it on. It's at the bottom and it's second to bottom. So turn it to on. So that one? Let me see if it kept it. Okay, it kept it this time. Alright, we'll try that. See if that works. The one above is skip active skills. I like the active skills. I'm gonna keep that. But the intro, yeah, that's a little repetitive. I think one place I do really want to check out though is the Super Mario Park. Like, I definitely want to check that out. Like Disneyland over there, I was never really interested in. I'm not a big Disney person, so I've never cared about going over there. You just call me a nerd? What the fuck? I mean, I am, but to be fair, that's good. Like, it looks pretty cool from what I've seen people post of it. I mean, most of the time I'm going to be shopping, so I want to try to find one cool thing to check out at least. That seems to be one. They usually have a lot of theme cafes. Like, one thing I was pretty upset about was they had a Slayer's pop-up cafe like a couple years ago. They had one for Ranma 1/2 also, because they had like their anniversaries within the past couple years, and so I'm sad that I missed out on both of those because of COVID lockdown. Probably look up and see if they do anything like that when I'm over there. I'm not, probably not though. But I'll definitely have to look that up and see what kind of special events they have. Do they have like a Dragon Ball restaurant or cafe in Japan? They don't. What usually they'll do, or what I've seen a lot of, you know, what they like to do is they'll have pop-up cafes, usually for like special events or special events or anniversaries, you know, things like that. What they'll do is they'll have a cafe opened for it, and it's called like a pop-up cafe, where they'll sell special items to commemorate the event. They might do something for the movie. I don't know if it'll still be around when I go over there, because if you say the movie's coming out in June, September is going to be a few months after. I don't know if it'll still be around if they do anything. But they do a lot of Dragon Ball stuff anyway. They used to have Jump... what was it called? Jump Land? There was like this little kind of theme... I don't know if it was really a restaurant. It was like a little theme area. It's not like a theme park, because it wasn't big enough to be like a theme park, but it was like a little theme area called Jump Land, and it was like for all of the Jump series besides Dragon Ball. Jump Festa, I think that was what it was called. It was in a mall, Sunshine Mall. It was in Ikebukuro. And like they had like a little themed cafe, they had little rides. It was for kids, but anybody could go in, and it was kind of cool. Like they had a bunch of like themed foods and drinks, and you had little rides and props that you could pose with. It was kind of cool. They still have I saw they still have the Jump Shop in parts of Tokyo. If I can find them, I might be able to check that out. Those are pretty cool. I remember I had bought some Bleach stuff from there last time I found that shop. It's funny too, because like the shop was next to a baseball stadium. Like whatever baseball stadium that was, it was one of the shops that was there, which I think is kind of funny. But I'd bought one of those soul candy dispensers and a Con plushie. So it'd be kind of cool if I could find that shop again, if it's still there. But I saw they do still have those shops, so. Also, you know, Tokyo Game Show is obviously going to have a lot of vendors. Curious to see what they're going to carry. I'm glad I just finished watching Attack on Titan. Now I have to wait next year for the last season. I haven't actually watched it since, like, I watched all of first season. I couldn't finish second season. Second season was like super boring. I didn't watch third season. And then I watched parts of the fourth season, because everybody was like talking about it like crazy during the fourth season. And then that was it. I read the end of the manga, but I haven't really been interested in watching it. Like, I like Attack on Titan. I'm not the biggest fan of it. And I guess since I've already read the end of the manga, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I really care about watching it. I think if I was a bigger fan, I probably would, but it's not my thing. I'm not that big into it. Now, Bleach, on the other hand, I was a huge fan of. So I am excited for, you know, the series coming back. I'm not really excited about the story, though, since I've already read the manga and I know the end of it. I am curious to watch it just to see, you know, what kind of differences they're going to be. Because I heard this is supposed to be like his true vision of the end, is what I heard is what he's saying about it. Because the end of the manga was rushed. He's admitted as such. But I don't think it's going to deviate a whole lot. Waiting for Bleach and Fairy Tail 1000-Year Quest. Fairy Tail I've never really gotten into. I do know a lot of people that are into it, though. It's always been like, it sounded interesting, but I just never got into it. I don't really watch a lot of anime, though, so there's always that. I think I did watch, let's see, the last one I watched was probably, like, I'm watching The Spy X Family, and then before that I watched Dress Up Darling. But before those two, I don't remember what was the last one I watched. I think most people were waiting for Kenpachi versus Unohana in the anime. That's definitely one of the highlights. That's definitely something people are most hyped for. It's definitely what I'm looking most forward to. It's definitely not his Bankai. Is it spoilers if we talk about that? I mean, it's been a long time since the end of the manga, right? I mean... like, the thing that disappointed me the most about the end of Bleach, or the last arc of Bleach, was that there were so many characters that we wanted to see what their Bankais were. Because they would tease them, but they never showed them until, like, the last arc. And then so many of them, they showed them and we're like, what the fuck is this? Why is this the Bankai? And like Kenpachi's was one of them, because, you know, he's one of the baddest characters in Bleach. And he finally figures out his Bankai, and then he gets his Bankai, and then it's like, what the fuck is this? You're about to one-shot that Gohan watch? You're playing on JP? Yeah, I always play on JP. Global is very boring to me. I can't remember if Ichigo ever combined his Quincy and Soul Reaper together. Yeah, I think that was at the end. I think that's technically what he did at the end of his fight. I know in Bleach Brave Souls they have cards for. Oh, Bleach Brave Souls does all kinds of stuff. I almost reinstalled Bleach too. They were doing that the Kenpachi banners. I was kind of curious about wanting to try my luck, but I'll probably just wait. Anniversary's in like 3 months. Probably wait till then. Because more than likely they'll be on those step-up banners. Or not the step-up banners, but a bunch of those special banners that they have. Bleach, I kind of do the same thing that I've done with a lot of the games. Is like, I don't play them for a long time, and then I just wait. And all those characters that I miss are usually on like some kind of like giant banner. That's basically what I'm pretty much doing with Dokkan now. Is all these banners I'm skipping until New Year's and the anniversary, because they'll probably be on there. It's not a better shot to get them, but it's a better value. That's pretty much what I'm forced to do now. Yeah, or free summons. Yeah. I think next month I'll probably reinstall Bleach to start saving up Spirit Orbs. There's a few other games that I uninstalled that I might start reinstalling just to mess around with it. Hayabusa posted up saying that I should maybe try to jump back into Konosuba. I still have one account on there. It's not my main one, but maybe I'll jump on that again. I do want to build up, you know, for summons for there. Because eventually they're going to do the Overlord collab. And that's like the whole reason why I even started playing that game. So I'll probably give that a shot. You play Raid Shadow Legends a lot now? I've never played that game. Like, nothing against it. I don't know if it's a game I would like to play. You played Sword Art Online mobile game? Which one? There's been like 5 or 6. I've played 3 of them. There was like the really OG one, and then Memory Defrag. And then after Memory Defrag was... I forget the name of it. There was that 3D-ish one that I tried to play. I just was not a fan of that. And that was it. I know there's been some more recent ones, but I haven't tried any of those. Yeah, and the latest one, no. Hayabusa, I think, told me about it, but after Memory Defrag closed down, I just kind of like, I didn't care anymore. I kind of gave up on Sword Art games. Extreme type Majin Buu Saga category characters do extra damage. Yeah. I think that's who I already have on here. That's pretty much how I built the team already. It was mostly Majin Buu Saga. You did raids with viewers, I think it was Memory Defrag, yeah. Memory Defrag we played a lot. That's why I was really sad when it shut down. I also didn't like how... So there was a version of Memory Defrag that you could download. And I thought it was going to be with your own user data. I thought that was going to be the point of it. It was like, here, you can download the game and then you can relive, you know, your account. That's what I thought it was going to be. That is not what happens. That is totally not what happened. JT knows. JT knows. Memory Defrag. That stupid whatever version that they had people download. It was such crap. I was actually pretty upset about that because I was actually okay with it closing down as long as if I could have like a version of it that was offline with all the Leafas that I had. No, instead it was just like this set account with like some characters, some weapons, and whatever. Yeah, the Memory Defrag offline. We were supposed to keep our units? Yeah, it didn't. It didn't keep shit. That's why I was mad. Just deleted that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Where are my Leafas at? I had almost every Leafa in the game. You deleted it as well? Yeah, because there's no point. Like, if I had like all my characters on it, I would have kept it. But since it didn't, I was like, I don't want this. You know, granted, it probably was kind of hard for them to do that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want it. Like, if that's the case, just let it die, you know? Like, the version they put out there for people to download, the offline version, was basically like a demo. And it's like, what's the point? What is the demo for? It's not coming back. I played Duel Links a lot, then I stopped playing that. I knew a lot of people that were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while. I think Hayabusa still plays it. There's a couple guys in the Discord that still play it. Blockade plays it. Yeah, a few people still play that. Damn it. I wanted to get a super, but you know what? That's fine. We'll just do that. Yeah, Haya plays it. Hayabusa definitely plays it. So, you know, he always talks about decks. Hayabusa's always the anti-meta warrior. So always likes talking about decks that aren't meta. Imagine they did an Attack on Titan mobile game. You would think they would have by now. But, you know, I guess they just rather get the licensing money since they're on like almost every Japanese mobile game anyway. Like, I think almost every Japanese game that I played, there was a collab with Attack on Titan. Actually, they're supposed to be coming out pretty soon on Disgaea, which is really weird to me. Like, that crossover to me is kind of strange, but I mean, whatever. I'm definitely still summoning for them. It was kind of the same with Tensura, reincarnated as a slime. Like, we weren't sure if they were going to make a mobile game for that, and then they finally did. Because they were on, like, every game. They collab with, like, every game, too. Actually, they still kind of do. They were just on, what, they just had a rerun, finally, on, 7 Deadly Sins. I know there's a couple of Attack on Titan games for Xbox and PlayStation. There's quite a few console games for them. I feel like companies still view console as the more profitable when it's not true at all. Mobile games are way more profitable. Like, it's not even close. The biggest problem, though, is the back end. You know, getting everything set up for the mobile game. I mean, once it gets going, if it's somewhat decent, that mobile game makes a ton more than console games do. Meant that villain Majin Buu Saga characters you might. Ah, okay. Maybe it's hard for them to do it for mobile, but it's easier for console. See, I don't think that's the case, though. Especially now. Like, most of the time, I would think it's easier for them to make a mobile game. Like, Android and iOS mod kits, I believe, aren't that hard to acquire. And building for that seems a lot more lenient than it is creating a game for... Well, now they have to create it for PS5 and the new the newer Xbox. Like no one, like I don't think they're actively creating any more for PS4. Alright, well we'll keep going to 20 and then I'll start looking at another team. Maybe it's hard for them to do it for mobile, but it's easier for console because they do Raid like versus Anti-Female Titan, Armor Titan, Colossal Titan, Iron Founder Titan. Might actually be harder to do to licensing issues. No, I don't think that's the case. I mean, for mobile games, it's just company just purchases the licensing rights. It's just finding the company that wants to make it. Licensing rights definitely shouldn't be that much of an issue. I mean, look at how many games have Attack on Titan assets already in it. You know, that's from licensing that they did already. So I don't think it's hard getting the licensing rights. It's pricey, but a lot of these games are making a lot of money off of that. I know 7 Deadly Sins definitely did when they did Attack on Titan. Most of the games that have had Attack on Titan have done pretty well during those collabs. I mean, that's the reason why they even do collabs. So I don't think that's the case. I think it's more just finding a publisher and finding a company that wants to make the game. Are you going to start saving till next anniversary? That's pretty much the plan. Because, like I said, if I can't buy stones, then, I mean, there's no point in me chasing. Like, my luck is already abysmal as it is. With me not being able to buy stones, that makes it much harder for me trying to do these summons. So yeah, I'm pretty much just waiting. They would make so much money for different versions of Levi and Mikasa. Yeah, of course. No, an Attack on Titan game would be guaranteed money for at least the first year. It depends then on what they do with the game. You know, if the gameplay's solid, you know, that's the number one thing. You have like all the fanboys and fangirls, you know, going after their favorite characters. It would definitely make money, but longevity is going to depend on how good the game is. I mean, it could be worse. It could be a Tales game. I heard another Tales game is going under. Feel so bad for Hayabusa. He loves that series, but they've made some trash mobile games. I think this is like the third or fourth one that I've seen that failed within like the first year or two. Like, they just don't make a good one for some reason. Anniversary Eren Rage Titan form. There's all kinds of things they could do. Okay, so Majin Buu Saga. Extreme. So if I don't care about them being AGL, what should I do? What is the other weakness? It's just reduction against super. Oh, there's no reduction against types. That's different. Usually they would have one against types, but I guess it's just against super. Alright. So let's change it up. He's gonna be red, so let's try not to have any physical units on here. I don't have any of the extreme leads. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't have Boo and I don't have that Majin Vegeta. The Majin Vegeta is one of the ones that I actually do want to buy with coins. I'm also kind of waiting to see what they do for the download celebration. Oh, that's gonna kill me too, not being able to summon on the download celebration. I'm hoping... So when I go to Japan, I'm hoping I can buy yen to put on my card or put on my account there. That's what I'm hoping to be able to do. But we'll have to see. I'm not sure. You have Babidi and Dabura because they are a Majin Buu Saga lead. Oh, the LR? I do. Wait, what kind of lead are they? $130 lead's not bad. That's weird that they're a sub lead. 130 is actually pretty good. I guess I could try that. Okay, throws those two on there. It's mostly booze on here, it looks like. So we can do buff boo. Buff boo's pretty good. I'm gonna put that boo on here. There's that one free to play. Where are they at? I'll throw them on here. And then Kid Boo or Buhan? Yes, free to play. Doesn't specify type for damage, it just says extreme. Yeah, I saw that on the wiki. It's kind of different. Like, I'm used to them having types that are also reduced, but this one it just says super type. So that's kind of cool and kind of interesting. Like, usually there would be some kind of reduction on certain types, but this one it doesn't have it. I'm just gonna not have physical type, so I don't trust it at all. We'll do Kid Boo. We'll just do that. We'll try that out. Okay. How about not them? Why is he giving me them? I don't know how well they would work on here. Or should I try it? You know what? Let's... I don't know if it's gonna give me... Let me see if I can find a boo. Oh, I found one. I don't think I'm gonna find 10 more though. So I might have to try with the... I might have to try with that other one. Use an all boo team? I could've. Figured I'd give this a shot though. Oh. I forgot what happened when this boo came out, but I definitely didn't get him. Like him or the Goku. I think he came out like what, right before the anniversary, him and Goku. That super looks so funny. I have the Goku on both Global and JP. It took one multi on Global and a bunch of singles on JP. I remember I did some summons for him, but I didn't go super hard because of the anniversary. Like, even though I do buy stones, I'm still kind of frugal with them. So, like, they're good. And I was really interested in getting it, but like, the anniversary, I was like, they're always going to be something kind of busted, so I'd rather save for that. And like at most, sometimes I would buy and do like 1 or 2 multis on a banner. But yeah, now I can't do that. Unfortunately, now I can't do that. I'm at almost 400 stones on Global because you're saving for the anniversary. Good luck. Because they are definitely super strong. It took me a lot to get the gods. Like, I got Super Saiyan 4s like really fast. And then it took me like almost the entire rest of the anniversary to get gods. It was very annoying. I got completely shafted on JP. They kept giving me full power Frieza and Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah, it be like that sometimes. Anniversary, I got... Is it Gogeta? I think it was Gogeta. I kept pulling him because he was one of those featured on that banner. I got him... I pulled him like 5 times, I think, during the anniversary. So I rainbowed him, and then I still had extras afterwards. Like, it actually annoyed me when I was getting fusions. Because I would do, when I was doing multis, I would get fusion, I would get, you know, Vegito so many times. And then it would just end up being, you know, Strength Gogeta. It was getting really annoying. When I finally did get him, oh my god, I'm taking off auto. What the fuck is that? It was off the tickets. Which kind of annoyed me, because I'm wondering, it's like, man, did I really have to use all those Dragon Stones then? If it was just tickets that I needed to get them? Like Super Saiyan 4s, I got first rotation. First rotation, I think it was either the 3rd or 4th multi is when I got them. For gods, I spent almost 2,000 Dragon Stones trying to get them and didn't get them. And then it was like all the tickets I spent on them and didn't get them. And then it was like the last set of tickets that we got is when I finally got them. Global, I'll never forgive Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta's banner because I used coins to get Strength LR Super Vegito, and then I kept getting him until he was rainbowed, and then they gave me an extra copy to spite me. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing, unfortunately. Like, my strategy for buying a unit with coins is usually after the banner goes away. Like, right when the banner's about to go away, or when I'm convinced I'm not going to summon on the banner anymore. I don't buy them right away, usually, because of that scenario. Like, when the unit finally gets put in the shop, it's a secondary or 3rd featured unit. That's not like the main featured unit. So like in this case, I bought the physical Goku because I knew I wasn't going to summon on the banner at all. If I was going to summon on the banner, I would have summoned first and waited to see if I got them. Should have thought of that, but I wanted the unit of my global count. No, I understand. I guess on the plus side, if you want to think of it that way, You have the unit ready for when they easy A the unit. And you have that extra copy ready. It's probably not good consolation, but I mean, it's something, I guess. That's what people would tell me whenever I would get a copy like that. Unfortunately, most of the time, I forget that I have that copy, and then I end up just feeding Kais into the unit anyway. And then I'm just stuck with that extra unit. So I guess the only real positive of that is that you get coins out of it. I mean, once you rainbow the unit, then you have extra coins for that extra copy. You bobbled the unit because you were so mad. Yep, that's the classic. Hi Vanessa, how you doing? Just trying to finish up this EVA. It's gonna be a short, lazy stream today. Probably end it after I finish the EZA and go eat dinner. I just mainly came on here to rant about how much it sucks that now I can't whale when I want to whale. It's like, why are you refusing my money? I'm trying to pay you guys, but y'all don't want my money. Now I'm gonna be forced to spend it on like Genshin. I can't even spend it on Genshin. Genshin fucking won't release the new update, or they have issues with the update, so I can't get the new waifu character. Who knows when that update's coming out, so now I'm stuck. I'm just holding on to money now. Actually, it's funny, so it's been a while since I bought figures. Like, most of the OG members in here know that I have a pretty large collection of figures. But I haven't bought any in a long time. Partly because, like, COVID made shipping super expensive when you're trying to ship things internationally, so things from Japan was like super expensive to ship. I think now they've calmed down on a lot of those prices. I mean, the yen prices also dropped a lot. But since I can't spend on gacha games, I've actually pre-ordered a bunch of figures again. There was an Albedo figure I just picked up. There is some Shion figures that I'm thinking of picking up. Kotobukiya is doing a Darkstalkers line, so I have a bunch of those pre-ordered. I think they're doing King of Fighters also, so I have those pre-ordered. I have a bunch of figures that I have pre-ordered, basically. You remember the Bulma figures? Yeah, they're right next to me, actually. How many do I have here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if I've shown this one. I just got this one kind of recently. This was the latest Bulma that I got. It's a pretty big figure, actually. Classic Bulma. You want to get the Darkstalkers ones? They look pretty good. The first one is Morgan. Like, I think there's 3 so far. There's Morgan, Felicia, and Lilith. I'm assuming they're probably going to do, like, Queen Bee, Shenko, and maybe BB Hood? I'm kind of curious what they're going to do with BB Hood, though. But after that, I don't think there's too many other female characters. Unless they do the Midnight Bliss version of characters. Which is, if you play the game, Dimitri has a super, which is kind of like his Demon Rage move. Like, he'll go in and grabs them. But when he grabs them, if it's a male character, he turns them into a female version of themselves. And then drains their blood or life energy or whatever. They could do those characters if they wanted to, I guess. But if they don't, there's only like 5 female characters, I think, in Darkstalkers. Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing? That'd be crazy if they go that route. Well, I heard they're doing a line of the SNK heroines. I believe that's what I saw from one of the Wonderfests. Is they were planning to do that. They're doing King of Fighters, and then they're also planning to do SNK heroines. And the prototype that they put out there was Terry Bogard, which, if you've played that game, there's a female version of Terry Bogard they put in the game. So that's not outside of what they would do. I could totally see them doing that, especially if, like, the initial figures do well, which it looks like they are. Like, the Morgan's already kind of sold out immediately. What's up, Dan? The only one I would want is Kula Diamond. Kula's pretty cool. There hasn't really been too many figures of Kula. What I'm kind of surprised is they haven't done more with King of Fighters 15 and King of Fighters All-Stars. I've noticed, especially on the PC side, like the PC version of King of Fighters 15, they've been modding a lot of the outfits and models from King of Fighter All-Stars into King of Fighters 15, which is kind of cool. Like, there's some, you know, different versions of Kula, different versions of Vanessa, different versions of, like, a bunch of the characters that they have, like, themed characters in King of Fighter All-Stars. And I'm surprised they haven't thought of putting them in King of Fighters 15 as, like, DLC outfits. But modders sure have, and they're, like, all over the place, which I think is really, really cool. Were you able to pull the new Cell and Goku Gohan? No, because I'm not summoning at all. As you can see from my title, I am now free to play, which means I can't freely spend stones on random banners anymore. I am currently saving up for the anniversary, is kind of my goal. Since you're late to the conversation, basically something happened to my account and I can't buy stones anymore. I can't even charge my account using Japanese Google Play cards. So I can only grind Dragon Stones at this point. That being said, I have decided to not summon on pretty much anything until I'm thinking New Year's step ups or maybe even the download celebration. Like, I want to see what the units look like for download celebration. Maybe I'll do a couple multis there just for the hell of it and try. But more than likely, I'm saving till at least New Year's and see what's on the step up for New Year's. And if I have enough to do like at least one round on New Year's and then save the rest for anniversary, that's what it looks like I'm trying. What I'm probably gonna try to do. Like, my ultimate goal is to have at least 2,000 stones for the anniversary. If I have over 2,000 saved up by like New Year's, I'll probably do like one round of step ups for that. But my goal is to have about 2,000 saved up for New Year's. I mean, not for New Year's, for anniversary. But anniversary, they give out a lot of stones too. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Yeah, the KOF mobile game. Straight up sale banned? Yeah, pretty much. Like, whenever I go to try to buy stones, it says it's not available in your country. Which it's never said that for me before. I created a JP account, but ugh. It just does not do anything. They suggested I delete my main account, my main Google account, and I'm like, I have way too many things attached to that account. I can't just up and delete it. Like, even though they said they could restore it, I don't trust that. Like, I have too many business accounts associated with my main Google account. I would much rather just give up being able to give money to Dokkan Battle, if that's the case. Last time I really played KOF All-Stars is when they did the Guilty Gear crossover, and the only character I wanted was Dizzy. They did a second collab. I think it was the second collab. Or was that all the same collab? Might be all the same collab. They just did Street Fighter recently, and that was a pretty big deal because everybody had been waiting for them to collab with Street Fighter for the longest time. So they finally did that, and those characters are straight busted. Just like any gacha game, newest characters are always going to be the most busted. Same with this. Street Fighter is really busted. Same when they did DOA, only one you wanted was Kasumi. The DOA one was pretty good. Actually, the DOA character is actually still pretty good, apparently. You should expect about 643 free stones for part 1. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty generous during the anniversary. Like, they're pretty generous in general. Like, that's why I think I'm pretty sure I can get 2,000 easy for the anniversary, even before that. Plus there's tickets and all the other things. Like, I'm not too broken up about not being able to summon on all these banners, because more than likely all these units are going to be available for either New Year's step-ups or during the anniversary. The only problem is going to be, you know, your chances of getting what you want are lower, because it's going to be like all the units instead of just like them specifically. But on the plus side, there's more units that I won't have that I can go after, so even if I don't get like the main unit, there's a good chance I'll be getting new units anyway. So it's not bad. It'll be interesting for me because, you know, I haven't not bought stones in a long time. So doing an anniversary where I'm free to play is going to be an interesting experience, I think. That's a stupid solution. Why would they even suggest that? Because they're just tech support. I'm sure that's just like a line that they're told, the script or whatnot. So, I mean, I don't blame them. But at the same time, it wasn't a solution that I could do. Like, I was just like straight up like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, being able to not spend my money is okay. I'll just spend it on something else. That's basically how I feel about it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. The new Goku, Gohan, and Cell are definitely coming back for download. Yeah. No, like, if it's not an LR, it comes back pretty frequently. Like, even if it's not out for, like, the download celebration, it'll definitely be out by either New Year's or anniversary, one or the other. Like, they usually come back quite often, actually. The only ones that don't come back that often are featured LRs. The, you know, DFE LRs. Those come back once or twice a year at all. Tanabata is usually one time where all of them will be available. The other time will be either, you know, like the next anniversary. Like, if they'll either come back for anniversary, New Year's, or what, Saiyan Day? Because that's what happened with Tech Gogeta. Like, we were waiting a long time for them to come back, and they didn't come back for anniversary, and they didn't come back for New Year's. I think they didn't come back until Saiyan Day. Because I ended up buying... Did I buy them? No, I didn't buy them because I actually pulled them. See, that's the other thing. We were talking about that too. I don't spend my coins on units until I know I'm done with the banner. Because that's like one of the things. It's like, if you don't know what you're getting from that banner, you don't want to like spend the coins on it beforehand. So like, I'll wait until I'm done with summoning on the banner before I say, okay, fuck it, I'll just buy them with coins. Unless I just totally say I'm not summoning on the banner, then I'll just buy them with coins. Honestly, I wish they'd ban me from buying stones. It'd save a lot. It'd save my wallet a lot of headache. Yeah, that's the kind of the plus side of this. Is like, I'm not spending on Dokkan. That's saving me money that I can just spend on other things, like figures. Like, so this Xion figure that I'm buying it's a pretty nice figure. I'm not gonna lie. It was one that I saw and was instantly mad that I couldn't pre-order it because I didn't see it when it was available, and then the pre-order like sold out super fast. So I was really mad. It comes out this month. So last week I just randomly checked to see, because I usually shop on Hobby Link Japan. And the way they do it is like you pre-order, and then the month that it comes out, sometimes people back out of their pre-order. So if you're lucky and people, backed out of it, there's 2 times you can check. First is like the beginning of the month that it's supposed to come out. Some people might, cancel their pre-order, and then you can pre-order it in their place. The other time is after it's released. Some people just straight up don't pay for it. Like, some people just said, well, I don't have the money for it, so oh well. Some people do that. And then, they'll have it in stock, but, it's free for people to pay for it. So those are like 2 times you can maybe pick up a figure that you're looking for if you miss the pre-order date. Obviously, the best way is to pre-order it because you're guaranteed to get it. But in case you miss the pre-order, those are 2 times you can check to maybe get a shot at it again. So I was pretty happy to get in on the pre-order. And since I'm saving money from Dokkan, I can use that to buy the figure now. I think most of the figures I'm pretty happy with just getting them before I go to Japan, because they're newer figures. Newer figures usually aren't on sale in Japan because they're usually sold out. And even if I did, it's not going to be cheaper than what I'm getting them for anyway. So the only difference will be shipping, but shipping is actually a lot easier to deal with than packing and bringing it over. That's one thing that's going to be kind of funny to deal with. Again, I haven't had to deal with that for years, but when I go to Japan, I usually buy or bring an extra bag to pack the stuff that I bought. Because like with United, I get 2 check-in bags. Like, there's 2 bags that I can bring onto the plane, and then there's 2 check-ins. Usually I only need 1 check-in when I'm going to Japan, because that's just my clothes and whatever. But then when I'm coming back home, I have the extra check-in, which is like full of just crap that I bought. So that's what I'm gonna have when I come back. The other thing is with United, I can pay, I think it's $75. I don't know if that's still the case. I don't know if they changed the fees or not, but I can pay $75 to have another bag on top of that. That all just depends on what I get. Figures, usually what I can do is I can take them out of the box and then flatten the boxes to put them in the bag. Because like if you just put them with the box in the bags, those take up too much space a lot of the time. So what I'll usually do is I'll take the figure out of the box, wrap it with just like clothes. That's usually good enough for protection in the bags, and then flatten out the boxes because I'll keep the boxes. But like the packing materials, I don't know. Sometimes I keep them, sometimes I don't. It depends on how much space it takes up. The other option you can do is there's a post office in the airport. If they have the boxes and stuff there, which they usually do, you can just like pack it all up there and then have it shipped to your house. I forgot how expensive it is, but you could always just do that too if you don't want to deal with packing your bags and bringing it back. I think it depends on what it is. Like if I buy a lot of books, I usually do that with books, like art books and stuff like that. I like buying a lot of like video game guides and books over there. That's one thing I like collecting from Japan. If I buy a lot of those, I'll usually try to ship those back because those are heavy as fuck. I don't like dealing with that. But like figures, I'll usually bring with me. What stage of EZA is this? I think 28? 28 or 29? Who's the new free-to-play player, by the way? It's me. I am now free-to-play. I've been a whale for 7 years. That has come to an end because they don't want my money anymore. Dokkan is refusing my money. So I am now free to play. Is that another way of saying going broke for Dokkan? I'm not broke. They don't want my money anymore. I don't know what happened. They said your money is no good. You can't take your money anymore. Oh, that was 29. Okay, so we're on 30. So now I'm gonna have to do all these stages. Actually, I still have Super Battle Road stages to do. I've been neglecting those. I still have the other EZA to do. The 999 stage one. I haven't finished that. So there's the 77 fucking stones from that I can do. I still have quite a few stones I can grind. And then whatever stones until next year. Is it the item not available in your country thing? Yes. That's exactly it. I've been neglecting the shit out of all the hard content. It's just they're really annoying. Like, I don't mind them having harder content, but they're just not fun. Like, my problem with the harder content, it's less skill-based and more like luck-based. It's like, well, you know, if you're lucky, he's not gonna just one-shot you or some shit. It's like, wow, gee, thanks. That's, like, totally terrible. You made them rich, or they feel too bad that they just don't want to take from you anymore. Yes, they really care about that so much. Let me tell you. If they really cared about that, Truth would have not been able to buy stones for the longest time. That dude has spent so much money. I am nowhere near that much. Hell, if they really cared about that, they would make the featured unit available in the Baba shop for coins immediately. So we can already throw that out the window. I don't give a shit. That was one thing I've always been kind of mad about with their system. Like, I'm glad that there is a system in place, but it's still kind of shitty. They got Noller a while back. So I think a way to fix it is just changing the address to a place in Japan. I've tried that. I've already tried that. It doesn't work. Because the thing is, like, it's not just... I don't know. Like, I've already created a Japan account. And the problem is that it keeps defaulting to my main account. And, like, Google's way of fixing it was to try and delete my main account, but there's no way I can do that. It's just tied into too many things for me to be able to do that. I don't even think I'm allowed to change my address on my main account too, because like I said, that's tied in financially to a bunch of other accounts. So I think they'd be like, what is happening? So I don't know. Like I said, it's not a big deal. It's just interesting for me to try and be free to play for a bit. There's no water off my back. Just means I can't buy stones, so that's all. We just get these free stones and move on. Look, we're almost up to 400. It's after, what, like a couple months? I think it's the card probably. My home country is Japan, but I've been living in the US for 8 years, and now I'm going back on the 22nd, but I've never had issues. I mean, maybe. I mean, that's the thing, like, this is the first time, like, I've had small issues like this before, but it usually corrects itself, you know, within like a day or two. This is the first time it's been this long, you know, and it hasn't corrected itself. So like I've been buying stones through Google Play for 6 to 7 years for Japanese games. Like, I've never had this problem before. So I don't understand, you know, why it's stuck like this, but you know, it's fine. Just means less for me to spend on, more money to spend on other things. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. I just save up. I'll just save up for the anniversary. It just means I can't summon on banners like I normally would, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. I just have to grind these stones out and just save them. That's all. Anyhow, I think that is going to be it for today. Need to cook dinner. Let's see who we can switch all up to. I don't see anybody that I know that's streaming. You know what? Let's raid. She's probably not going to notice it, but it's fine. We're going to raid Harriet Sugar Cookie. She's someone that I like watching. She's pretty fun. Gotta play the free-to-play game now? Yeah, we're free-to-play now, boys. Welcome to the free-to-play life. Yeah, that's how it be. Did you see the Facebook post from Toriyama? No. What did he post? Was it something about the movie? I know the movie's supposed to be coming out pretty soon. I don't think I follow him on Facebook, so no, I have no idea. Oh, it is? Okay, that's what I figured. I'm pretty excited for the movie. Cell is now confirmed. I heard it was fake. It is? I don't know, man. Anyhow, thanks everybody for joining me. We're gonna raid Harriet. And I will catch y'all next time as we grind more stones for next anniversary. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, or the rest of it. So you got like 4 hours of this weekend, and I'll see y'all later.